John Benning back with the Sacramento Fourplex Market Update for the period ending January of 2025. Let's look at the key developing market trends and what the target break-even GRM is for Sacramento Fourplexes. Developing trends leave evidence. Watch to the end to see what is likely to happen soon. As I predicted in my last month's update, January 2025 moved back to a buyer's market for fourplexes in the Sacramento area. We currently have a 10-month supply of fourplexes. Although the number of active listings have not recovered to where it was just a few months ago, they are up 53% from the previous month. And sales fell off 80% last month from 10 down to 2. The one bright spot was the pending sales rose sharply to 5 pending sales for fourplexes from the 2 the previous month. Now, historically, we would expect to be seeing about 3 to 4 sales per month. So this is a lot closer to what was normal. So what's causing these trends? I believe the mortgage market is the primary driver of these changes that I just mentioned. Interest rates have been going up for the past few months, despite the Feds lowering their rate 0.75% since September. At the end of January, rates for fourplex loans were around 7.44%. Now, for around 18 months, we've been getting these little teasers that the rates were going to be coming down significantly and they were just around the corner. At this point, I would take any rate decrease talks with a grain of salt. And here's why. Right now, rates are 0.18% higher than they were a year ago at this time. But more importantly, the most recent inflation numbers showed that inflation as of December 31st was still at 2.9%, which is still well above the Fed's target rate of 2%. This is likely to result in rates not improving much in the near future unless we see a larger downturn in the economy or those inflation rates start to get closer to the 2% target. Let's take a look at how the current rates affect the target GRM for a break-even for a fourplex with 25% down. The current break-even GRM for a fourplex is about 10.94. In January, the sold prices as a percentage of the original asking price was 99%, which means that buyers on average only had 1% bargaining power. This statistic and the next are a great example of not putting too much emphasis on any one statistics, since this was actually the result of about a half dozen new listings that were priced right that sold fast. Let me show you what I mean. The average days on the market for sold fourplexes went from 62 days to only 19 days. And the current days on the market for active listings was actually up to 97 days compared to 95 days last month. Overall, the inventory of active fourplexes is in an unhealthy range of over 3 months days on the market. We can see momentum towards lower prices in both the average active list prices and the average sold prices, with the average sold price down 8% last month and the average list price lagging the average sale price. This is why the days on the market is going up. If you're enjoying this analysis, you're not already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now so that I can continue to keep you informed about investing in the Sacramento area. So what's likely to happen over the next month or two? I'm making a prediction that rates will continue to be stagnant over the short term. Rates are going to be the key driver of the market in the coming year. Now, I'm optimistic that rates are going to be lower by the end of the year, but only slightly lower. The 4 and 5% rates are just not going to be coming back anytime soon. So assuming rates stay somewhat status quo, the inventory will likely to go up a bit over the next 30 to 60 days. That's what I predicted last month, and it played out pretty much just as I predicted. I believe the pending and sold sale numbers are likely to be stagnant, but I don't see any major market changes over the next 60 days. For potential sellers, We need to watch those inventory levels very closely, because if they rise and the sales don't keep pace, it could put some pressure for prices to continue to come down. List prices should be at or below recent sale prices, as is evidenced by the earlier falling average sale price chart. If you want a rent analysis or an update on your property's value, give me a call or look down below for a link in the description about how you can get these services. For buyers, I wouldn't be expecting rates to come down much anytime soon. The best strategy is just to target the best deals and act quickly. As of today, there are only 3 fourplexes on the market with a GRM under the 25% break-even threshold. I expect them all to sell in the next 30 days. If you're not already receiving my MLS feed or GRM reports, look in the links down below in the description to get started. Whether you're thinking of buying or selling in the next 7 days or 7 months, feel free to give me a text, call, or email me, or we could set up a Zoom to answer your questions, and I will help you plan a smooth purchase or sale transaction.